Hepplethwaite, I must see Silverbridge. Immediately.
What do you imagine has changed since you were last denied your wish?
Certainly not your impertinence, but as you are his keeper, I'll tell you. The probable thief of a ministry document has been brutally murdered. Silverbridge instigated the move to terminate an official investigation into the theft. You may draw your own inferences. I have drawn mine. He may speak to me now, or to Inspector Lestrade later. Announce us now, or I will bring the entire investigative apparatus of Scotland Yard and the Ministry of Defence to bear on this house.
Your reputation for subtlety is undeserved, Mr. Holmes. I'll take you in.
Doesn't the child have his own room?
Of course, but he spends most of his time in here with his father. His effects are always available. I'm under instructions not to tidy.
Hepplethwaite, what's going on? Is he very ill?
He'll come round. Be patient for a moment. The potion usually works unless he's been abusing it.
Does this happen frequently?
He's been frail since his wife's death. Occasionally physical consequences manifest themselves.
Holmes? Did you say Holmes?
Yes, sir. Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I believe.
You do not look well, Mr. Silverbridge.
Forgive my not rising. Unsteady on my pegs of late.
My news will not improve your condition. Thomas Pratt has been brutally murdered.
Oh, how dreadful. Why was he killed?
The motive is unclear, but he was certainly involved in the formula's disappearance from the ministry. The vigorous investigation that you quashed is now not only justified, it is urgently necessary. My brother will expect your support. Will you assist him?
No. I mean, oh my heavens, Oh, yes, thank you, I think.
Did you know Pratt well?
No, seemed a civil chap, a little dissipated. There were rumours. What happened?
He was shot and discarded in the Thames, like a sewer rat.
If he was the thief, I should think the matter of the document's disappearance is closed.
Hardly. We should all want to know why he stole it, and for whom. Your committee will be especially interested in what he did with it, and my brother will want to know why the initial inquiry was abandoned. I assure you, questions will be raised.
You'll have to excuse me, gentlemen. I'm not feeling well.
That's your son's portrait, isn't it? Handsome lad. Where is he now?
Virgil is at school, at Marylebone in Windsor. He's a day pupil.
He looks a clever boy. Must take after his mother. I believe I'll call on him.
Mr. Holmes, please don't. I beg you. Stop. You don't know what you're doing. I must not assist. Please.
Epplethwaite, where is Virgil Silverbridge?
I saw him off to school on a Windsor train.
His father believes the boy is in danger. You suspect the same, or you're dimmer than I think.
The master's worried sick, Mr. Holmes, as you've seen, and he's frightening me. He's eaten nothing. The fainting is worse than when his missus passed away. It must have to do with Virgil. Nothing else would undo him.
What's happened? What's different? When did he change?
He brought home a letter yesterday on pink paper. I saw it when I lighted the fire. He did not confide its contents to me, but he has been closeted away since then. Hasn't left the room. It falls apart in private.
His jacket has no pockets, and there is no paper on his desk. Do you know where the letter is now?
I never saw it out of his hand. He may have burned it.
I don't believe Silverbridge destroyed it, but given his condition, I don't think he will voluntarily admit it exists, let alone divulge its contents. We must have that letter, Watson.
What is it, Holmes?
It's an opening move, Watson. PQ4, PQB4, NQB3, PK4. It's a variation on the famous Queen's Gambit. Probably saw his father make the move. But why write it down? Note the Windsor postmark, the lip gloss on the adhesive, and stationer's watermark.
If your committee's investigation continues or the police learn of this note, Virgil's temporary absence will become permanent. Compliance will ensure his safe return in a few days' time.
Oh, yes, thank you, I think.
The note is genuine, isn't it? He is missing.
Yes, When the headmaster reported Virgil's absence, I had already received the note. I said the boy was ill.
Kidnapping is an atrocious crime, and extortion is as bad. But there is more at stake here than your son's well-being.
Virgil is my heir and only child. I could not jeopardize his safety for the sake of a classified document.
You may have jeopardized the security of your country.
To my everlasting shame, I fear you are right. It was a difficult choice, Mr. Holmes. Pray you never have to make it.
I will not judge you, sir. This crime is a strand in a tortuously tangled knot of theft, murder, and conspiracy. Despite the note's warning, I must try to unravel this snarl of deception and perfidy. You are wrong to assume the kidnapper's goodwill. Virgil is temporarily useful to them. When he ceases to be, who knows what will happen? One does not trust the word of extortionists. He must be urgently found.
My hopes and Virgil's too rest with you, Mr. Holmes.
Can you spare a picture of the boy?
Of course. He's bigger now, and his hair has lost most of its lovely red.
And what about something that is particularly his?
Take anything.
We're for Windsor, Doctor. Any pertinent ideas?
None you haven't considered. Shall we renew our acquaintance with a certain redoubtable hound?
You know my methods. Use the best tool for the job. If your hair is on fire, don't try to put it out with a hammer.
Do you know who holds the boy?
Not at all. But I do know that a woman with dubious taste in cosmetics sealed the ransom note. I presume she posted it. It is likewise clear that she did not write the note.
Clear to you, perhaps. A professional opinion would not be amiss.
My compliments, Sherman. I hope we find you well.
Blast you, Sherlock! You've interrupted a perfectly good nap. What do you want?
Common courtesy would make for a pleasant change.
That commodity's in shorter supply than usual. What's your business?
We'd like to borrow Toby.
How did you question?
Must we guess the reason for your foul humour?
And you've the brass to call yourself a detective?
Your rheumatism is acting up, I see, and you've been sleeping poorly.
True, but I'm more than 70. Common ailments at my age.
Then, of course, your canine companion is not on the premises.
Perhaps you're not as slow-witted as you look.
Would you like a fresh cuppa, Sherman?
Do you think Toby can be had for a cup of tea? The scheme's unworthy of you, lad.
I won't insult your intelligence, Sherman. Don't insult mine. If you're beyond recognizing a civil gesture, we can leave.
If I impute a polluted motive to your actions, Sherlock, I'm sorry.
Apology accepted, old friend.
Recall that I said if.
We have need of your treasure's skill.
Everybody wants Toby. I wonder I'm still in business. Well, you can't have him. He's abandoned me, fickle beast. Dallying out west with his lady friend, I'll wager. A slinky Afghan. The dot has the run of St. James Park.
You haven't hidden him or let him out to others, have you?
You know I'd lend him if I could. When have I denied you?
Hello, young man. May I pet your dog?
You probably shouldn't. He's not vicious, but he doesn't seem to like it. Petting, that is.
Hello, Birdie. Business brisk?
Not so as you'd notice, Mr. Holmes. After government's passed by and trade still stinks, I'll wager not much of the Queen's work got done today.
I'm sure you're right. Fred in fine form?
As always, more than once I've wished I had his disposition.
Birdie, what do you know of the little fellow on the bench?
Master St. John Hart. He's often here, lives with relations across the way. Just took up with that pooch.
You know the dog?
I've seen him before. Look how he sits so quiet. Seems to understand the boy needs his company.
He wouldn't mistreat the animal.
Never. Always kind to Fred and keen. Knows all about his simian ancestors. I've been tempted to lend him out. Boy's always alone. Pa's in India. He could use a friend.
I think I recognize your dog. His name is Toby.
No, my dog's name is Rex. He stays right by me.
I'm sure he likes you very well. But he belongs to an old man who misses him.
Then he shouldn't let Rex run untended. Finders keepers. I'll take better care of him. He's my friend. I'm keeping him, no matter what Aunt Agatha says.
Listen, lad, I need to borrow Toby. May I do that?
I couldn't give up Rex.
But I need him to find another boy who's lost. He might be in great danger.
Well, I'm sorry for him, but Rex is my friend.
Perhaps we could arrange for a reward, a finder's fee. Would you like that?
I don't want money. I want a friend.
Sherman, a young boy is caring for Toby. I'd like to reward him for his trouble.
You're on your own up there, Sherlock. I'm without funds.
He's not looking for money. Another pet might serve. Might I purchase one for him?
A business transaction? That's novel. No, it would be like selling one of my children. I might give one away, but not Badger.
The stoat, then? Or your Indian companion?
Ah, the mongoose. Yes, I would part with him, if I could find him. The little bird has disappeared again. He's a clever beast, like all of his species.
Here's the rascal, taking a kip in your clock.
Excellent. I suppose he had the cuckoo for a snack. Naughty goose. Still, you'll make a nice pet for the boy.
We've brought a new companion for you, Master Hart.
What is it? Tell, please. What is it?
An Indian mongoose.
Lovely. He'll be easy to hide in my room.
Treat him well, won't you?
I will. I promise. I can keep him?
Of course. May we take Toby, Rex?
If you can get him to go with you. I hope he finds what you're looking for. Bye, Rex.
Bring the hound, Watson. We're off to Windsor. I hope the trail is not too cold. We've scoured the town without success. Ideas?
My powers of invention have been depleted, Holmes. We've visited every public hostelry and residential hotel. I've run out of pretext for inquiring about the lad. But let's presume that Toby had a reason for coming this way.
I'm a bit disappointed in the old boy. In fairness, he didn't have a lot to go on. The lad might not even be in Windsor.
I believe the hound is not played out yet, and so do you.
I apologize for interrupting your labor. Might I have a moment?
If you're quick about it.
Do you recognize this stationery?
Of course. That paper's pink or sky blue. It's very popular. It's highly affordable, and the scent is refined, and the castle watermark gives it a certain cachet.
Then you couldn't say who might have purchased it.
Not a chance. We sell several boxes each week.
I know it's unusual, but could I ask you to smell the letter?
The scent has been adulterated. I should say overwhelmed by some very common toilet water.
Does the smell recall any particular customer to mind?
No. That smell-son's been running for my handkerchief. Good day.
Have you recently seen a boy in a marrow-bone uniform? His dark hair may still show some red.
Me brothers are redheads, but they never went to school.
I rather meant a customer. He was probably accompanied by a woman.
No, sir, I've seen no such couple.
Have you sold any peppermints recently?
Funny you should ask. A lady bought £2 worth just today. She usually buys toffee, got a real sweet tooth she has.
You know where she lives?
Can't say. She comes from that way.
Thank you, lad, for your trouble. The appalling stupidity of certain criminals defies the imagination.
I hope you can take the greatest possible advantage of your observation. Like lucky house burglars, we must be thankful for fools who conceal their keys in imprudent locations.
My God, that was awful. How's the boy? Can he travel?
Calm yourself, Holmes. He'll be fine. What happened?
It was Red Millie, Watson. Struck dead by a beer wagon.
I haven't heard her name for years. This outrage doesn't seem her style. Who are her cohorts?
Well asked. She would never act alone.
They wouldn't be the first malefactors to be shot of their crime on learning that you were in pursuit.
If you're right, I've been careless. But she can't tell us herself. Her body might. Or this house.
What does it matter? We have the boy.
Unfortunately, his rescue does not complete our task. We're swimming in very deep waters, and the shore is nowhere in sight. What is Virgil's condition, Doctor?
I suspect he's been drugged. If so, he'll be sick shortly. I recommend we remove him from here.
Agreed. Go by the alley. The police will be along soon. The accident has drawn attention like manure draws flies. No need to complicate this any further. Take our cab, leave Virgil with Jonas, and discreetly inform his father that the boy is safe. Best return Toby so Sherman doesn't have a conniption.
And what will you do?
I hope there is more to learn here. In a long chain of evidence, this link is now damaged. It will break and become useless if I don't move quickly. Take good care of the boy, Watson. Did you send word to the MP, Watson?
Discreetly sent and gratefully acknowledged, Holmes.
What have you told the boy?
I promised him tea, and I said we would see him home.
And so we will, but not now. For the moment, he'll have to fit in here. Wiggins, I need your assistance. Are you free?
I got things that needs attention. Is this a paying proposition?
Yes. Virgil, meet Wiggins. Wiggins, this is Virgil. I'd like you to keep an eye on him. Take him with you on your rounds.
Bit green, ain't he? Won't last an hour on the street. Clothes will get stale. Or worse.
Perhaps I should take the boy home, or at least upstairs.
No, Doctor. His home may be watched, and our rooms are unsuitable for an unsupervised lad. Wiggins, take Virgil to Stitch Rumsey's on Jermyn Street. Tell him what Virgil needs by way of suitable clothing. I'll settle with him later.
Right, Gav. If you've got the tin, I've got the time. Let's go, boy.